what would be some of the recommendations you make for a salesperson who's just getting onto LinkedIn? What are some of the things that they should be looking at doing?
Well, I think if I'm first getting onto LinkedIn, I mean, some of the basic stuff is make sure you get a picture on that profile, right? I'm still amazed when I have faceless people on LinkedIn. Like, how is that possible? I think you should be north of the 500, which means that, you shouldn't connect to everyone, but at the same time, 5 connections probably is not acceptable, right? If you're going to be in, let's be in. That's important. I think also you want to make sure that you have a great 30-second commercial. And what I mean by that is when you're talking about your profile and you say, our company started in 1912 and then we moved down the street in 1914 and then we won this award in 1916 and we did all that stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys should have company parties about celebrating all that stuff. The prospector customers don't care about that. They want to know, what do you do? What problems do you solve? And the types of people that you help. And if you can create a 30-second commercial which focuses on the buyers, not necessarily yourself, you'll do 2 things. One, you'll separate yourself from all the other people who are just touting themselves. The me, salesperson. But the other thing it does is it allows that prospect to say, wow, that's me. They're talking about problems that I have. And all of a sudden you create that I'd like to talk to you. Right? And you create the curiosity and you create the level of expertise. When I go to a doctor, and same as you, they don't start off by saying, hey, Dave, thanks for coming in today. Before we talk about your heart, I'd like to show you all my degrees and where our office is. They don't say that. They ask a ton of questions. And when they ask good questions and they tell me about problems that they solve, they are building credibility a lot faster. So I think that's important. I think the other thing is important is that you should have some time goals. And what I mean by that is, I think 30 minutes a day, if you're not using it like you did with it just hates your number one prospecting tool, because that's an anomaly based on most people. Most people don't know what to do with it. So you're a ninja, you know what to do with it. But if I'm there and it's part of my overall plan, it's not my plan, then I think you should have a time block. And what I mean by that is maybe 30 minutes a day, maybe it's 45, but pick something that works for you. I don't think you should be camping out 8 hours a day on it and letting all the other things in your business go to a side, because this is the golden bullet that's going to save your year. At the same time, you do need to spend time consistently on the tool if you're going to leverage the tool. Showing up once every 6 months isn't really going to do anything. You don't water your garden every 6 months and expect it to have fruit. So it just doesn't work.